Alright, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's having a good one. So, we are back with Dawntrail. When we left off, we had just started this feat. I can't remember what it was called. But we're basically working together with Koana to make a traditional dish in a traditional way. Only the winning team will get the keystone. I had a complete brain fart on what it was called then. So, we've scouted out the village and kind of have an idea what we're doing, so we're just trying to find ingredients now, so. Let us see, if there are no jewel leaves to be had in town, perhaps the cook Ranger mentioned might be persuaded to spare us a few. That's very bold indeed. Okay, where are we on? Over here. We chosen to go straight through a bush, and that does not help me. Oop. And we've seemingly decided we're not going to tell. We're not going to warn Wooklamet that she's going to be targeted again. Hello, cheerful cook. Where does one retrieve banana skins? Oh, hello again. Did you need something? No leaves for purposes other than Brook Pibil, naturally. Unfortunately, I've used up my last. You have to travel to the lower forest for more. Golmagic Grove is the source of the finest Najul leaves you'll find. Wild variants you sometimes see in city markets can't compare. I see. I'd hoped to avoid such a lengthy venture, but if there's no other way to obtain our ingredient, then to the Jatika heartland we shall go. Allow me to save you the trip. Traveling there requires that you go through the Tinbeck Traverse, but it has caved in due to the recent storm, I expect. What? But that means we can't get on Najul leaves. But we can, can't we? If there were no other way of procuring them, you would have suspended this feat, or else altered its objective. Perhaps. Anyway, I apologize for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I felt compelled to chime in. That's very kind of you. Any last-minute advice you'd be willing to share? Only to undertake the feat of repast with an empty stomach, you may find Zibruk Pubil to be a delicious but daunting dish to finish. I can't wait. Okay, so there's another way to get bananas. Still, if there are no leaves here and we can't travel for more, how are we supposed to gather all our ingredients? These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and cultures of Tudiyoel. So perhaps there is something about Zibrik Pibil that we've yet to learn. Something of significance other than its recipe or ingredients. Is there a creature that eats the bananas? Oh, I see. Like, who was the first to make it, its history, that sort of thing. If it's Yaktel's history you're interested in, you should stop with the old war. Between the Zbral and the Mamuja, right? These forests have borne witness to centuries of warfare, the evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. To know the end of that bloodshed is to know Zibruk Pibil. Huh? And what does steamed Zibruk have to do with bloodshed? Precisely the question we must answer. And vexing though such a detour may seem, I can think of no other way to approach this feat. In that case, you may wish to visit the site of a settlement ruined by the war. The village of Ilion Asso? It lies a short distance to the east. The village of Ilion Asso? Understood. Thank you for your help. Come, let us go and see this place. over here? Whee! I'm not allowed on there. That's a cliff. Ah! Remember, folks, if you're doing main scenario, don't be in general chat. So you can't potentially overhear people talking about spoilers. Oh, what a pretty plant. What's his name, Necrosis? Wonderful. What a beautiful plant. Okay. The village of Ilionaso must be further east. Let us continue with haste. For all we know, our competitors may be on our heels. Akujaja? Possibly. Oh, these are the flying squirrels. They're cute. I would like one as a mount. And I know it's there somewhere. If it's not one of like the fate, like the shared fate rewards, I don't know where it could be from. Oh, I don't want it to be from Fates though. Fates is gonna be such a pain. They are very adorable though. And they are trying to murder me too. Death, destruction, murder. Gila Parana. Leave me alone. I need this 8th current. Just to do that while I'm thinking of it. Right, 8th current. Yeah, tuning. Cool. Choco bro. Right. Into the village. Thought for a minute that was here and I was about to be very confused. So, this is the village of Ilionaso, or what's left of it. Oh, Book Evu's here as well? Jesus Christ. It's a place of light and life. My great-grandfather called it home, in fact. Book Evu? I didn't know you were in Yaktel. I was picking up lumber from Ikbrax when I heard that the promise was on her way to the site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw another opportunity to be of service, and so followed you here. Wukefu is a shipwright who came to our aid during the Feat of Wreaths. Pleasure. You are a member of the Third Promise's retinue, I presume? And for the moment I am. I suppose I am. My name is Koana. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Koana, now that's a good name, a familiar name. Where have I heard... Koana, isn't the second promise of Tuliola? To think that I addressed the Dawn Servant's own son as some common retainer, such disrespect cannot be excused. Please take up your gun and... Oh, come on, not this again. I take no offense, so please do not dwell on it. Alright, then I shan't dwell on it. Right on cue. At least he's consistent. I understand you wish to learn about Zeebrugg Puil. While I am forbidden by the XIV to divulge any information regarding its preparation, I would be happy to share what I know of Yaktel's history. We'd appreciate that. In the most basic sense, the conflict between the Xpral, and Mamutja was one of land. The Mamutja live in the lower forest, where the thick canopy obscures the sun and the soil is unforgiving to crops. This drove them to cover the upper forest, the home of the Xpral. and they launched a determined campaign to seize it for themselves. Yet advantage ever favors higher ground, and the XIV forces held the upper hand against the invaders, rebuffing them time and again. But as the state of this village would attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought it about? Something you know all too well. Blessed siblings. You must understand, the Mamuja were once a people as much at war with themselves as they were with others. The Hubigo, Bunewa, and Dawntrail each sought to assert dominance over the others, even as they engaged the XIV in battle. In an effort to strengthen bonds and discourage infighting, Hubigo and Bunewa leaders arranged a marriage between their children. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one could have ever imagined. It was long believed that partners of differing clans could not have children together. But then it happened. A child arrived who shed the blood of Hubigo and Bunewa both, a two-headed Mamuja. Blessed with tremendous physical strength and magical prowess, he grew into a mighty warrior before eventually rising as the first Otok, ruler of all three clans. Such qualities would dispose anyone to leadership, character notwithstanding. Under the Otork's rule, the newly united Mamuja became a force to be feared, and the war soon came to a head. I think it best you see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and there shall continue the tale. They spoke earlier about how all of the claimants need to face the bloody history. I'm going to guess that it's going to be revealed at the end. It's going to be... Okay, so and that two-headed Mamuja was your father. He was once a warlord. Ooh. Tree, death. The fact that nothing's really sprung up, though? I mean, it's clearly been burnt down, but... that would be wonderful for life. Like, it would really fertilize the soil, we would have thought. Evidently not. No, it's the alpha music.
This is where most battles were fought between the Shabral and Mamulja, the Shobrit Cinder Field.
A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
The war over these lands began after the Yoqui's departure some 500 years ago. And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter.
Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago.
Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
First they sealed Valley Armanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn Servant's behest.
Excuse me. Ah! No, the echo. Carl, you've cussed me. I was doing fine, and now it's constant.
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours! If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace!
Buff your tails and scurry off, then! Cowards like you ill-deserve the bounty of this forest.
Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance?
Is this a cautionary tale? Have you heard of Eorzea, where there is constant war?
You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us.
Oh, it is.
Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
He's from across the ocean.
Have you seen a Rogadan on this side of the pond? Because I haven't.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end?
A boat.
That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then?
Conflict was settled by throwing
You
Eorzea
do
under the
not
bus.
know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda.
What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How they Belu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation. The guiding principle of the nation we envision.
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
By walking over there.
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
Drew has me come around and go, ugh. Oh, no one saw me. That's okay. Who was behind us, though?
And so began that legendary banquet. One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the Dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Chebral steamed Najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the Dawn servant laughed and declared once more, their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's Shebruk people, I'd wager.
It is a marriage of Shabral and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The Dawn servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the Dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
You okay?
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Shibruk Bibil and the history it has written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us.
There's definitely someone back there.
What's wrong?
I don't know. We're being watched.
Someone was there, you say?
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
No, the foot was very much someone wearing sandals and not Mamuja feet.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
He's such an unhappy bunny. I'm just like, I know it was something. I swear. Baba really did live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about the other people's myriad cultures. And we're doing the same now. Oh, we get a thing. Vukevu has given us valuable insight into the origins of Zibruk Bibil. However, we are still no closer to procuring the necessary Najul leaves, unless... Tell me, was that historic feast commemorated in some fashion? With a monument, for instance? Indeed it was. Allow me to show you. Oh, people leaving bananas as offerings. Oh, another hole. Here it is. Offered up by the two factions, these weapons symbolize their vow that they would never again raise arms against each other. Since this feat demands a journey through history, I thought it only logical that a monument like this might steer us true, especially one at the heart of so significant a battlefield. Namichi, Ixia, would you help me search this area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye. Sure thing. Look here, the soil has recently been overturned. I love sitting in the dark. Ooh, someone buried a box. Oh well, I would have been satisfied to only find a hint, but here they are, fresh Najul leaves. Muruk's doing, I'd wager. There's a poetry in hiding them on this battlefield. Given that it was central to the war, they helped end. So you planned this all from the start. Thank you again, Wukevu. We wouldn't have found these leaves without your help. It was my honor to render assistance. And with apologies to present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well. Third promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the Vida Reeds, I have been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. Or devise solutions to the Hanu Hanu's alien crops, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Ihihana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. In my humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Toliola and what they hold dear. Should you again require the historical musings of an old shipwright, I'm ever at your service. For now, I take my leave. Goodbye, Wukevu. Cannot argue with that. We have what we need. Let us return to Ibrax. Don't leave me alone. There's someone stalking me. Let's go! Oh, Kona! Kona! Out of my way, out of my way! I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. I hope so. I'm famished. How did everyone fare? We got the Najul leaves. Wukevu came along and helped us find them. Wukevu is here. I would have liked to say hello. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. Let me recount the tale to you as well. That Chlul Jaja brought an end to centuries of warfare surprises me little, but you said peace through cuisine is something else entirely. I'll leave it to my old man to find the others of solutions, but how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Urianger and I made another tour of the village, borrowed the cooking utensils we need, with no mention of what we needed them for, of course. And I'm pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest had to offer. Once again, this boy's only purpose is firewood collection. He learned how to do it in Heavenswood and it has stuck with him for this many years. Spoken like a true expert. Erenville and I found our brick, so we should have meat aplenty. It was quite a spirited creature. So much so that its hunter fell down a keynote trying to catch it. What part of never speaking this to anyone did you not understand? I think it's a good portion of local herbs, with particular attention to the seeds that yield achiote. I'm told by our resident astrologian, our resident astrologian divined the appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well. Through further inquiry, I determined the ideal balance of spices. Then all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume that at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts. I can hardly proclaim profound skill, but I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me. You, I hope. As I recall, you're an accomplished culinarian. I wonder if she doesn't say that if you've never picked up culinarian. Like, does she acknowledge anything? Does she just go, hey, you can help out? Oh, my mouth is watering already. Without further delay then? Surely it should be those two doing the cooking. Don't worry, I'll make sure Kroll doesn't burn down our metaphorical ground kitchen. Today on MasterChef.
Oh, it smells so good.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Buckle Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Huh. Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
It's ready.
Why did you whisper? It's...
Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
Tacos?
This looks amazing!
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Once again. Why are we the ones doing this? Saying this? Shouldn't it be them?
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then.
It also looked tiny. Your hands are huge, sir. Oh, in one go.
In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Pibil admirably. Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoctel's history of violence, and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you. All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Oh yeah, food.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment.
Okay, but it was whoever did it first.
Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
Have something be off. The spices or something. He looks concerned. Oh. Oh.
I see. While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated in spice before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Not an open oven, earthen oven. Ground oven.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
Oh.
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
This is delicious! The brook is so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the najou leaf rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Don't tempt them.
Choke on your harmony.
Okay, I'll give him that one.
Come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
You don't have to tell me twice.
No, she's just gonna inhale the whole thing.
That was bliss.
And you didn't share? Krull and I did all the cooking. The other guys did all the ingredient searching.
You've got real culinary talent. If you ever tire of adventuring, you can always be my personal chef.
Ha. Bite me. I hate doing crafting.
It was palatable enough, I suppose.
Ooh, tough crowd.
To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
This means at present, Kona is only missing one. We're missing two.
Only 1 feet left.
And one to re-get.
Well, I should get going then.
The Mamulja settlement is absolutely going to be leaning towards those two, especially leaning towards Bakujaja winning.
I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
As you should be.
We can do better than that, surely.
No, it's fine. I'll see you in the next village.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important.
Oh, what did you forget now? It's gonna be something small that isn't important at all, is it?
Was there any Shipbrook people left? I could really use another helping.
You know how to make it now, you make it. Alright, look. That was so good. I'm already looking forward to having the Brook people again. Here. Grawl was made more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I'm thinking to buy more for the robe myself. Now that the Feast of Repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? Apparently so. We can now buy it. Oh, this grief. Seeing as we now face the penultimate objective of the rite, it would be wise to travel to Mamuk and undertake the feat of the Brotherhood without delay. Wise, yes, but impossible. The Tinbek Traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Asiatic heartland, is still impossible. Is there no other route? I'm afraid not. The work to clear the path is underway though, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. Then let us each use this time as we see fit. I, for one, would like to explore the village's surrounds, if Erenville would oblige me with a tour. Very well, I have no other engagements. Then I'll come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. Though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, it does afford me an opportunity to look into my grandfather's purported visit to Yaktel. Oh, that's right, Mablu did say something about the foreign mage coming through here decades back, didn't she? I'll come with you. Want to join us? I mean, I will. I did kind of want to see if Alize would stack it over like a rock or something, though. I love my children, really. Let's reconvene here after our respective diversions. As I recall, the merchant met my father at market in Yaktel some 20 years ago. Anyone who might reliably remember him therefore must be at least middle-aged. Let's make inquiries where we can. Okay, we're looking for anyone old. Right, break. Old people, old people. Nope. For a mage 20 years ago. Yes, I remember him. It's not often we get visitors from across the salt, let alone those traveling with infants. Baby girl, as I recall. Only saw him in passing, mind. If anyone were to know more, would wager it would be Humur Ruk. He was already Zbrax Rax then. Baby girl, it couldn't have been. But thank you, sir. That information is very helpful. Was it you? Were you the baby girl? Ah, there he is. Hello again, do you require assistance? A foreign mage passed through Ikbrux roughly 20 years ago, possibly carrying a young child. Do you remember him? Why do you ask me this? Who is this man to you? He may have been my grandfather, and I wish to know what brought him here. Your grandfather? Not by blood, but he is my family nonetheless. For a mage did indeed visit Ikbrax, Master Gloof. Grail, it was your grandfather! So far as his identity is concerned, I trust you are satisfied. More than that, however, I cannot say. Why not? I simply cannot. I beg your forgiveness and understanding. Very well, I will not press. Thank you for confirming his presence here. The rest I will discover myself. Out of more general curiosity, I have another question. They say that Yokyu once dwelled in these forests. Where was that exactly? General curiosity indeed. But yes, before they withdrew to Urkopacha some 5 centuries ago, the Yokyu claimed Yaktel as their own. Many of their architectural remains can be found in the lower forests, the Jartika heartland. That's where they must have had their visions. Thank you. That answers much and more. I understand what it means to long for one's family, so believe me when I say that, though my position forbids me from aiding you further, I wish you nothing but success. By helping the Third Promise find the Golden City, you will surely find the answers to your questions. Speaking of which, I have a query of my own for you. May I request a moment of your company? I mean, sure, but no, I'm scared. Go on, we'll wait for you. Okay, how can I help? Thank you for obliging me. First, let us head to the sea note behind this village. Guys, I'm gonna be murdered. He's gonna kick me in. Also, he left that way and it's behind this way. I'm gonna die. But he's gonna push me in. Oh no, we're at the bottom. Fine, I'm good. It was my intention to see you off without saying anything, but Mistress Kral's plea has softened my resolve. As the leader of our community, I am gladdened to see that the Third Promise has surrounded herself with such compassionate and trustworthy companions. Would you tell me of her journey thus far? You're her actual dad, aren't you? This is giving vibe of, I'm her biological dad. Is that so? It seems the rite has been a source of great learning and growth for Buklamat. It does me well to hear that. My daughter would be about her age. Girls are rarely born amongst the Xbrail, so when she arrived, the village was elated. Such joy I felt when I first held her, and pain when I found her at the bottom of a sinut. Oh, maybe not. 3 years old. An accident, it was said, but I knew better. She'd been pushed. No, excuse me? Excuse me? Hold on. Someone murdered a 3-year-old child. What game am I playing? What age rating is this? Though I never caught them, a suspicious figure was seen fleeing towards the Jatika heartland. Towards Mamuk. Once bitter enemies, the Moruja and Spral had learned to live in peace. Who could doubt the intent of such a reprehensible act? By targeting the child who would one day lead her people, the criminals sought to undermine the future of Spral. Or Spral, even. I was determined not to let them succeed, and so I let the memory of my daughter die in the Sinut, and gave her into the care of the one person I knew who could protect. Oh no! Nope, it's fine. It is Wuklamat. Born 7 Gulul Jaja. I was right initially, and then I went to child murder. Though she was born to lead the Xbrail, as Shbral, the fate had a great plan for Wuklamat. Only the Dawn 7 and I know the truth. And I must now take you into my confidence for one reason. If the villain who attempted to murder my daughter was indeed of Mamuk, then rancor towards the Because Jabral still burns. I was caught off guard once. I will not suffer the same tragedy again. Also, she's resilient if she fell down this far and just kind of bounced at 3. So I ask you, not as the Dawn7's elector, but as a father, to watch over the third promise. Defend her from our enemies that may be lurking in shadow. Will you do this for me? I have now been twice promised by 2 fathers. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. You hear my question, answer me plainly. Address me not as the ruler, but as a concerned father. Double father promises. If something happens to her, I'm gonna be murdered twice over. Suffice it to say, this conversation must remain between us. Pray breathe not a word of this to anyone. Was this a case? Of course. You're gonna take that back to your 2-headed idiot. Taking a stand. Recalling the past has rendered me emotional. I require a moment to compose myself. Please, do not keep the third promise waiting. I'm now fully expecting the Mamuja who pushed her to be, like, the first promise, and that's why there's so much hatred there. Because while he may have been a miracle, she was also a miracle for surviving, and she was born to lead a community. Oh, we've got a fight ahead. Let's go. You're back. So what did Humuruk want? Secret. Is that right? You don't have to say. More importantly, the Tinbeck Traverse still isn't clear yet. Something about even more rocks? Then I think I'll take the opportunity to rest. All that cooking and preparing for it has worn me out. Who are we fighting then? Are you going to go and kidnap Kryl? That does sound tempting. We're just gonna hear Kryl go, ah? Not Wuklamat again. A moment, promise. You're one of Baku Jaja's. What do you want? I've come to fetch you. You're welcome to refuse, but know that it will be most unwise. And why's that? I'm sure your salted friend has an idea. What do you think? And they say house cats don't come when cold. Follow me, promise. That was the quickest turnaround for blackmail I've ever seen.
What is the meaning of this? And just how far do you plan on taking us?
Better question. Why didn't we beat him down? Of course, there they are. The pair of them. Oh, and they've kidnapped him. Wow. The quickest turnaround and kidnapping. And blackmail. You're dead.
Bakuljaja, you snake! If you want my keystone so badly, you deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
No, but he's not just an elector, you idiot.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty! This man is the reason we are here.
Well, so much for keeping that a secret.
Take a good look at him. Go on, look. Surely you recognize your real father.
What was the point of me promising and then doing the, oh, I can't say anything?
Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted Sellsworth. He heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
Is it true? Is Humuruk my... Your silence says it all.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you.
Do we
and
get to
me.
play as Wicklamat?
If that adventurer attempts to interfere,
Do we get to play as Wicklamat?
I'll kill the old man myself!
Yeah, you keep him busy. I reckon I can probably take the other three in that time.
You despicable, heartless fiend! Kinsman or no, I won't stand for you taking hostages! Come on then! You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight!
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking.
Let me fight him.
Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue.
Why was I dragged along? Oh, there they go.
By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa Dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him. Well, what are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
No, surely. In a logical sense. Right? Wicklamat and Erenville... No, Erenville knew. Wicklamat didn't know what a link pearl was. So, which would imply that no one on this continent knows what link pearls are. Could I not stand there, just kind of link pearl the others and go, hey, the Elector has been kidnapped. They kind of headed this way. Do you want to go solve that while I kind of watch over here? I can't move. We could solve it that way.
I know I didn't hear you right.
Let's put him down. Once again, I'm just fulfilling mental rule.
Foreign scum! Who are you to mock me?
I don't know, you want to fight me instead?
I'll kill you, kill you, kill you all!
Ooh, scary.
Don't look away, Salt. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
Alright, bet. Bye.
Hey, eyes on me. The house cat, remember? I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you. I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people!
Yeah, we get to be Wokla man. Oh. I see we've entered the Hero Forge. Wokla will gain resolve. She needs to unleash powerful level bricks. Recover HP, use them early and often to engage victorious. Thank you, Hero Forge. Let's go! Okay, what do we actually have?
Come, you mangy house cat, so I can rip you to pieces.
That's just the thing. Okay. That is my thing.
I'll cut you to shreds.
My magic should be more than enough for Miss Mittens.
Interesting.
I'll make you eat dirt.
This is the kickback, right? That way? Yep.
No more tricks, Bakulchaja. We're settling this here and now.
Oh, that's just a sort
Play the
of...
part of the brave warrior.
Miss Mittens is no longer abusing me, brother.
This rite has taught me so much. About my nation, my people, and myself.
Yep. Green? Green's a donut. Aye. Oh. Look, come out will die because I'm an idiot. Come on. Remember what I'm doing.
How do you like this?
Sorry, siblings?
Kill, kitty.
That one over there. Oh, cool. I love my slight lag. Donut. Who's doing the thing? You.
I finally understand what it means to live in peace. To greet each day in safety and happiness.
That's wonderful. Look.
Irritating pest.
It's time we finished.
This is the end for you, kitten.
Yeah, it might be. Nope, maybe not. Donut.
Know your place.
That. Kick me to that side. Yep.
It's not enough to claim the title of Dawn's servant. I must carry on Papa's legacy, his love for our people.
Why won't you die?
I don't know. Yow.
I'll show you the true power of the blessed.
This is cheating. Oh, that's ages. Plenty of time. Right.
I will be the next Dawn servant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last. That's why there's no way I'll ever lose to the like of you.
Get him while he's down.
But that was everything I had.
Get him while he's down.
I can't stand it anymore. Attack!
This is cheating.
This is our fight. Stay out of it. You bring shame upon us. You think we care about your stupid pride?
Oh god.
This is for Mamuk. We cannot lose.
Oh, the great Bakul Jaja needs help, I see. Send your whole army. You still won't win.
Oh, fucking hell.
I will prove that my allies are right to believe in me.
Oh god, are we done yet? Oh, get away.
Such confidence. Changed. She wasn't like
Oh,
this
we know.
before.
We must emerge victorious. Right, buddy. Woohoo! You sent an army after me and still lost. What does that say about you? Take the keystone. Steal it back. Thank you.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How can this be?
How could that puny house cat beat all of us?
Because she's got something worth fighting for.
You've caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks. Threatening the Hanu, releasing Valyarmanda, harassing me is one thing, but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
What's the ominous sound?
No.
The pots? It... Okay.
and he goes and forgets he had the way blocked.
What? That was his doing?
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage.
He sounds so upset about it. Just like, sounds like they've just lost something like a football game. Just, we've lost. We'll give you your ball back now.
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you alright? So what Bakul Jaja said about you and me...
It doesn't have to mean anything.
But to single-handedly defeat Bakul Jaja, you truly are the Dawn Servant's daughter. It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
Will overweight 94?
Yes. That's what I am. I'm Gulul Jaja's daughter, and Tuli Hyolal's next Dawn servant. Come on. Let's rejoin the others.
Oh, I shouldn't be crying at this time at night. It's sad, but I'm glad they went for that option for it. Instead of having them, like... I don't know. I feel like that's a better way to handle that. It seems we were the last to return. I'm glad everyone made it back safely. Thank you for having faith in me. Keeping you out of the fight, even when it got dirty, couldn't have been easy for you. But Bakul Jaja won't be the last person to threaten those I care about. I want to prove myself that I can stand up to such villains, even when I stand alone. Which isn't to say that I won't ask for help when I need it, of course. I know better than that now. I'm concerned about why Bakul Jaja saw a room full of pots. Like, what's he scared of that's in Mamuk? Earlier in the second promises camp. Earlier though? Earlier would have been daytime, surely.
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover. Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Shibruk Bibil?
So thou hast taken a liking to the dish. As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this.
But there is in ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tuli Yolal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future.
Hey, he's learning.
Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural.
But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I failed to understand my own people.
Hey, he could be a shoo-in for the role yet. Still want my girl to win, but Koana's at least learning.
Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy Dawn servant?
To understand and connect with people is by no means easy. But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are. What makes you laugh and cry and rage. That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection.
Understanding begets fellowship, as my father said. And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me.
No better time to start learning.
I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see mine own, painful in their familiarity. Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense, and simply be.
Share, you've never been forward in the several years I've known you.
Do you remember when you first approached us, and we asked you why you wanted to become Dawn Servant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country, and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this, and in time they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
Very well then. I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
Aww. I don't know if that's the really emotional group, but they're trying. So, what's the state of the Tinbeck Traverse? Still being cleared, I assume. Muruk said he would notify us as soon as work was done. Then perhaps now would be a good time to consider how we might reclaim Wooklamut's stolen keystone. The next feat will be ours after all. Oh, I already got it back. What? When? Not to mention how. This is Bakul Jaja we're talking about. The other was kidnapped. I went. Punched Bakul Jaja in the face a couple of times. It was fine. So, I taught him a lesson. Took my keystone back. You bested Bakul Jaja in single combat. Bravo. What can I say? I've had good friends to encourage and cheer me on. It was a little weird. He did clutch his heads and go running off, so I'm a little concerned. There you are. Our excavators have contacted me with news of their success. The Tinbeck Traverse is now safe for travel. Then we can finally make for Momuk. Come to think of it, isn't it Bakul Jaja's home? We can only hope its residents don't share his winning personality. If it is indeed the city where Kethenram first met the Dawn Servant, surely some civility awaits us. I would not be so certain. It is true that the Dawn Servant received Kethenram in Mamuk and was instrumental in the establishment of friendly relations between the Spral and Mamuja. But since that time, most of the Mamuja who supported his peace have left the city in favor of abiding in the capital. What remains is a cloister of Mamuk, and while those traditionalists do not take up arms against us, neither do they bear great love for outsiders. Whatever they're like, the people of Mamuk are also of Tuliolal. If I am to be Dawn Servant, it is my job to know them first of all. Well, we'll be on our way then. I'm glad I could learn about where I came from. I need so much Siprik Pibil besides. Thank you for everything, Humuruk. Till next time, take care. First, we make our way to the Shobit Cinderfield, due southeast. Oh yes, back to Scotland. We still haven't... Bear in mind they made this maiden character like such a focus in the promo, and we haven't seen her yet. How you've grown indeed. Like, is she going to be in Mummel, like, ghostly, giving people visions? Or is she solely going to be in, like, the weird future city that we've seen? Where am I going? Over here. We're going for a walk, oh my good troll is losing its mind. That's fine, we like a good walk. I've not done this the sensible way. I've left the path. Oh. Do you know what the worst part about those holes are gonna be? When I eventually get flying. If, like, for some reason you start, like, just walking, you're gonna, like, drop into one, you're gonna auto-fly, and then you're gonna drop down just enough. Or you have to, like, fly up again. Just be like, ooh. Careful now. Catch me if you can. As we go the whole way down. Can't wait for there to be a huge bias against all of us as claimants. Your feat this time is to survive. Alright. Annabelle. Hello. The traverse will bring us straight to the Jatika Hotland. Remember how you insisted this forest is green? Like... Not really? No? I don't remember how I insisted that the forest was green. Should I remember that the forest is green? I mean, you spoke about it being blue. I don't remember ever insisting it being green. Yeah, blue. The path is quite steep, isn't it? Let's take our time and descend safely. Do you want to lift, Kryle? Oh, for no. Hello. I spoke with one of the excavators on my way down. Apparently, Baku Jaja cleared away the one fallen tree remaining by barreling through it. That Waklamat single-handedly defeated someone possessed of such physical might is nothing short of remarkable. Still, we ought to proceed with caution. There's no telling what his wounded pride might compel him to attempt. I don't know, he seemed tormented by something else, so I think he's got his own issues going on. Elise does not get dialogue. Hello, I will speak to you though. Ernville said this traverse was dug to facilitate incursions into the forests above. Intentions notwithstanding, you have to admire the dedication. Oh god, the controllers are really having a bad time of it right now. Maybe it just needs a clean. Maybe I'll try that before streaming tomorrow. Ooh, it's bioluminescent. Pretty. Alluring, isn't it? In more ways than one. Take my paring stone and hold it close to the glowing rock. Do you know what it makes me think of? Oh my god. Elder Scrolls Online. One of the, I think it's... There's a forest that's also kind of like this. I don't think it's the Khajiit area. I think it's the Argonian. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it is the Khajiit. But it's like this in ESO. Oh, sorry. Let me get real close. Is it gonna glow? Is it gonna have a rave? It fixes itself to the border with... Oh, it's a magnet. Paring stones are natural magnets, and that's a meteorite filled with iron. One of the many remnants of an ancient meteor shower. The heterogeneous ether they emit causes surrounding floor to glow unique hues, as you see. It's a lot of fancy words. Oh, beautiful. So these glowing boulders came plummeting down from the heavens? It will be merciful. There you are. You okay there, Carl? Blue. It's all blue. Far cry from the upper forest, indeed. This place is already so fascinating. I'm eager to hear what the people of Mamuk can tell us about it. Keep running, we're almost there. I'm also half expecting them to not tell you anything out of just spite. Like, we're enduring this begrudgingly, we're not telling you jack shit, and we've devised a feat that's so heavily stacked against you, you'll never win. Aetheryte first. Questions later. Okay, Aaronville. As this is also my first time in visiting Mamuk, I have no experience interacting with the locals. But given Hamuk Rook's parting words, I would advise a cautionary approach. Well, we know what comes next. Let's find that elector. Two streets seem to converge upon this plaza. I propose we split our numbers between them. I'm reading this in Arabelle's voice and it's Elfano. Given Humuruk's guidance, I also suggest that we err on the side of caution and move throughout the city in pairs. Erenville will come with me, and Alize can go with Carl. That leaves XIV to accompany Wuklamut. If these arrangements are to everyone's satisfaction, then may our representative such as prove fruitful. Alright. No one is going to talk to us. I'm calling it now. No one is going to talk to us at all. Can you stop? Like, it at least seems to stop here, but it is a little annoying. I'm in like the wrong side entirely. Over here. Literally Blue Noir. Your words may as well be ambient noise for all the care the citizen pays you. Yeah. They're not going to talk to us at all. Can you stop, controller? Yeah. As you begin to speak, the man abruptly turns and leaves. Please tell me you've had better luck. No one will talk to you either? I was prepared for hard stares and harsh words, but this is something else. The building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go and take a look. A merchant wouldn't ignore us, surely. Hello there, we'd like to ask you something, if you don't mind. Move along, outsiders. We're just trying to find someone. The Dawn Servant's elector. Could you tell us where they are? How are we supposed to find the elector if no one will even speak with us? Everyone, can you hear me? Come to the massive stone structure on the west side of the city as quickly as you can. Is it going to be Baku Jaja? Is he going to start an uprising? Hi.
Up there.
Mm-hmm. What are we looking at? Ooh.
Bested by a mere shade.
Ooh.
Sorolcha? Papa?
Not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawn Servant as he was in his prime.
The channeler is Zerelja, Autarch of Mamuk and Elector for the feet of the Brotherhood.
You've got to beat your dad.
Tuliyolal's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You who spurned your retainer's aid when battling your betters.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Galul Jar Jar himself. That is the final feat. The first promise fought alone and fell short, but that is now the least of his concerns.
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed elector. Soralja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant. I disqualify you from the right of succession. Be gone from my sight.
Pearl, update on the evil thoughts, please.
This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City.
I knew he was up to something. Alright.
When Zoralcha was defeated, he tried to take the keystone by force, but he was thwarted by Father Shade.
Oh, hello.
My dearest child, welcome home. This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Gulul Jaja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets.
Has he got any? Two. More than I thought.
What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy! No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack, you can easily take. I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her. You mean to tell me that you, glory of Mamuk, for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors? You are as useless as your siblings. A failure. Leave and never return! You have no place here!
Oh.
Let's go, brother.
Worthless! Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it!
Okay. Based on that kind of little whimper and how upset he is, let's theorize for how this patch could go. Or how this expansion could go. Zarul is going to be corrupted by his backup. They're gonna infiltrate the... I'm flipping the two Mabuja roles. I think Zarul and his backup are going to force their way into the city. Baku Shaja, for some reason, somehow, is going to appear out of nowhere and help save the day. Guys, Mom?
But when these stragglers fail, Gulul Jaja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant. So come, stand before me, and fall.
I won't do your trial.
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamuk. The Mamulja deserve nothing less, so your battle can wait.
I'm of the same mind. Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn.
Do as you will. But until you triumph over the Shade, you shall proceed no further.
Promise, I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
Oh, that is probably Mom. We're gonna have to go and find Bakushaja. Alright. The electors we've met thus far have all had their peculiarities, but each we felt would judge claimants equally. This Ziril Jah, however, seems set in his belief that only blessed siblings are worthy of the throne. Why would the Dawn Servant name an openly biased man elector? Worrying over Ziril Jah won't get us anywhere. That lady, on the other hand, was the first person to address us with any civility since we arrived. We should go and meet with her. Hear what she has to say. The western outskirts, right? Nothing suspicious about a whole group of us going to meet a lady who said to essentially be discreet. Come quietly. Probably a case of my son was a dick. My husband's also a dick. Prove him wrong. Thank you for coming. My name is Milal Shah. Here we may talk freely, away from prying eyes. What was it you wished to talk about? Tell me, what do you think of Mamuk? Well, we don't have much to say yet. No one wants to speak with us. All who remain in the city are devoted to the traditional ways. They believe that blessed siblings are superior, the only that are worthy to lead the peoples of this continent. Most would not deign to address outsiders, deeming them beneath notice. Sounds like an ideal community so far as Baku Jaja is concerned. I am tired, exhausted by this senselessness. There are others like me, but we dare not speak our truth aloud. Yet, now we have an opportunity to reclaim our agency. For you have bested Baku Jaja. You, Braxel, inferior by all presumptions, triumphed over our two-headed champion. This time anyway. Next time I might not be so lucky. Baku Jaja is just that strong. I seriously don't understand why he cheats so much. It seems to me he'd do better if he trusted his own abilities. He's desperate. Other blessed siblings have fallen before. Mullah Jaja of the Silver Scales, for one. He traveled across the salt in search of conquest, only to be overcome. Is that the boss? from that one dungeon. The oh my god, which dungeon is it? Not Amdapor. Maybe no, it might be Amdapor Hard. The one with the tomberries. No matter how the individual may falter, the people still believe in blessed siblings' supremacy. Because of my father. He who united Troll under one rule, who in their eyes stands as testament to the tradition's infallibility. Regardless of your father's virtuous intent, his greatest triumph has only fanned the flames of our people's obsession. However, as both his daughter and claimant to his legacy, your triumph could prove that Gulul Jaja's true strength lies not in his birth, but in his character. And in so doing, you may give us the strength to renounce blessed siblings forever. I can understand wanting to forsake zealotry, but isn't forsaking two-headed Mamoja going a bit far? You must decide that for yourself. Whatever the price we pay is worth an empty dream. Oh, whether the price we pay is worth an empty dream. There is a place that will help you to understand Uplight. It lies far to the west of here. Follow me. Look, the fact that there's this massive expanse here. Hold up. Massive expanse and there's like nothing there. Though it does look as though this is around a big hole. Oh, it wouldn't be a hole, would it? It's up and down. Correction then. Big space. Which leaves me slightly scared. Come on. Is that a meteorite up there? Aye, and judging by their attachment, that tree must benefit from the meteorite's unique aether. Anyway, we should press on. Milaja was anxious for us to see whatever it is she has to show us. Is it literally going to be the aetherite? And it's going to be a case of blessed siblings are some freak mutation caused by the meteorites. Cerulean Kexudros? Okay. A hunting camp, like as not. I'd love to talk to Mamoja hunters and learn about their ways, except they'd probably ignore me. The others have continued on. Let's catch up to them. Are we gonna find out what the pot room is? That they randomly showed us? What is the pot room about? A blessed siblings sent to the pot room to claw their way out. This is the place you wanted to show us? It lies just beyond this passage. Entry to these grounds is not permitted even to the devout. Nevertheless, I would reveal our secrets to you. Rest assured, I shall take full responsibility. Come. See for yourself the truth of the blessed. Are they weird homunculus? Born from the pot room. Cursed to claw out of the pot room. hole?
I shouldn't have looked down.
The stone pier yonder. That is our destination.
Ooh, another dungeon, isn't this?
To
65?
erect it there would have been no small feat.
The work of Yokhui hands built long, long ago. Our forebears merely altered the entrance.
Altered? To what end?
I think it says 65, 95.
It will be quicker
85.
to show you.
95.
We have beasts that can carry us below.
But oh, it's these idiots. I love these guys. They're literally from Elpis. I love those guys. They're so dumb and weirdly put together. And you can actually get them as a mount. I can't remember how. Oh? You okay? Bakujasha?
Bakul Chacha?
What? Couldn't wait to laugh at the failure?
You've always come here to cry. Ever since you were little.
Oh, now I feel bad for him.
Mother!
I called it.
The third promise seeks to learn about Mamuk. She may be our chance to finally end what we have been powerless to stop. Talk with her. Tell her what we have done.
Fine. Perhaps it's only right that we be the ones to speak of it. Blessed as we are.
What trauma have you been through, Bakujaja? Today is your heel turn moment. You are turning good. Oh, she's been involved in something.
Here.
What?
This vessel holds the remains of a two-headed Mamulja. An infant.
Oh, we in a baby cemetery? Ooh.
We converted the ruins into a cenotaph, so the souls of these children wouldn't return as vengeful spirits. Do you know how blessed siblings are made?
At this point, I'm assuming alchemy.
I've heard that they are born to Hubago and Bunawa parents.
I don't think it's a birth at all. Oh no, maybe it is.
Such unions between clans were originally arranged to stop infighting. The war against the Shibral was going poorly, and we needed to be united. Then, one day, a child was born. One blessed with two heads and tremendous power.
When this child grew old enough to lead our army, we became unstoppable. The Shibral had no answer, and we drove them all the way back to the trees above. That taste of victory awakened our greed. We became obsessed with conceiving more and more of these superior children, no matter the cost.
But I suppose because it's technically a genetic mutation, they probably had a really tough time surviving.
Of the countless born, most die. Trapped in their shells. Only 1 in 100 survive. If we are blessed, it is only because we yet live. Unlike our brothers and sisters, who were sacrificed for the glory of Mamuk.
That's horrible.
Of course it's horrible! It's an atrocity we can never take back. Those children died so that we could live. So we had to succeed, no matter what. To fail would mean it was all for nothing. Nothing. But I did fail. I squandered their sacrifice.
No, laying down the harsh truths. You were a dick, own up to it.
I should never have been born.
No. We're getting heavy this early into the expansion, Jesus Christ. They want to find the Golden City. I'm assuming they want to find the Golden City. He specifically wants to find the Golden City because then siblings don't die.
You didn't ask to be born as you are, and you aren't responsible for your siblings' deaths. The people obsessed with blessed siblings are. They made their choices, but they don't make yours. Since when do you let others push you around, Bakul Jaja? What do you want? Say it!
I want it to end. I don't want any more to die.
Then you have my word. We'll put a stop to this madness.
Blessed siblings are revered by their supporters as a means to achieve dominance in Tural. If we understand why they harbor such aspirations in the first place, we would be better equipped to treat with them.
Indeed. I just hope they will be open to discourse.
Take me with you. Those fanatics treat my words as gospel.
Haven't you been banished?
No. There will be trouble if your father finds out you're still here. Moshutural Zush. There we will gather the people, and ask anything the Third Promise wishes to know.
Then take one of my scales. One that blends Ehubiko and Bunewa coloring. It'll serve as proof that you have our trust. People will do as you say if you show it to them. I'm sorry for what I've said and done. I don't expect your forgiveness.
She'll probably give it anyway.
You had your reasons. I'm I'm glad I could know them. Which is to say, you're not a complete alpaca's ass.
Thanks, Wuklamat.
Well, maybe it's for the best. Hatred is exhausting, after all.
Indeed. So let us make the most of our newfound friendship and bring together the people of Mamuk. We have much to discover.
I feel like this is the entrance to a dungeon though, which fills me with slight fear and dread. Because why are we going through a graveyard? Burial ground at any rate. Hey, Ixia, before we rejoin the others, can we talk a moment? I really hated him, you know. Bakushaja, with every fiber of my being. He tried to ruin Ikihana, sabotaged us on the river, kidnapped me for my keystone, and released the most vicious Toral Vitral of all time. Anything he could do to cause us pain, he did. Never in a million years would I forgive him. But the moment I understood why he did what he did, the pain he's been carrying this whole time, all my anger just evaporated. I hear you. Bakujaja's motives don't dissolve him of his crimes. He must answer for them, like anyone else. But right now, my duty is to ensure that no one in Mamuk feels desperate enough to go through such lengths ever again. Anyway, thanks for listening. Now that I've voiced that, I feel readier for the challenges ahead. Come on, let's head back to the city. It's gonna come down to... We've made amends with him. He's gonna show up like at the last possible moment to be like, I've come to save you! Bakujaja's scale represents his faith in us. We won't fail him or his people. We haven't a moment to lose. According to Milalja, Moksu Tralju is an abandoned settlement northwest of the city. It should afford us the privacy we require. We must work quickly, lest Zirilja discover our intentions. Fortunately, Bakujaja thought to give us additional scales so we might cover more ground in less time. Everyone should take one and get going. Use them to gather as many people as you can. 3, 2, 1, break! Ixiel, let us retrace our steps. Maybe this time we can convince folks to lend an ear. Alright. I want that one dude to just walk away again. I just think it'd be funny if he just completely does not care. Nope. There's a rock. Did I not tell you to move along? I can't be seen talking with the likes of you. A blessed scale, in an outsider's hands? What business do you have with me? So Bakujaja sent you to call an assembly. I'm not sure what to make of this, but I shall go to Mokstral's Jew at once. No one is gonna miss the merchant. Apparently. Stop following me. That scale, if the blessed trust you, then so will I. So what is it you require of me? Bakujaja bids us come to Moksutoral Ju. A strange place for an assembly, but very well. I will not refuse he who fights for our dreams. Have you managed to gather some of the good folks? Wonderful. The esteemed Bakujaja will be pleased. This fellow here will be coming to Moksutoral Ju as well. Apparently, there's a Najul nursery to the west called Golmajik Grove. Could you go and see who you can talk to there as well? I'll meet you at Moksutoral Ju afterwards. There's just one more person I need to find. Ominous? Where am I going? Over there. Oh my god, it's the baskets again. Now called mourners, wonderful. You two mourning the death of... Hooray! Level up! I was expecting a nursery, not a... banana nursery. Alright. Leave this place outsider. Oh, my apologies. I was unaware. I thank you, blessed scale bearer, for bringing me word of this gathering. I shall away to Moksutoral Ju at once. Right. I've stolen your waka. I now must away. Goodbye. Is it up or down? Oh, hello. Spooky things. Branch bearer. Oh, it's the little dragony things, yeah. Dragony things? No. Oh, it's those birds. The ones that kind of like... the... black and white ones. Do I have a mount of that? No. The big black and white ones. Okay, no. It's fine. You were just kind of glowing. You're very pretty. Oh no, it could be dragon. Oh good, right next to a pit. Where's Buklimat? Huh. Sorry to keep you waiting. You invited the second promise as well? Need to remind you that this right is competition. Whatever advantage you're about to share with me, you ought to utilize to your own benefit. I have barely made headway in communicating with the locals. At this rate, you lead the race to the Golden City. I need your help. To complete the feat? No. Mamuk is a problem I can't solve on my own, and you're the most clever person I know. I want you to hear the people firsthand, so that we may come up with a way to help them. Very well. I'm at your disposal. Everyone, thank you for gathering on such short notice. I am Wuklamat, third promise of Tuliola. Promise? I thought you served Bakujaja. You deceived us. No, they did not. Aw, and he brought his mom. The skills they showed you were mine. I entrusted them to the third promise and her retinue. Why honor these outsiders so? Because Woklamat has won my trust. Now you will hear her words. Bakujaja shared with me the truth about blessed siblings, about the price you pay to conceive them. As an outsider to your community, it is not my place to judge you or your culture. Culture is born of the experiences of its people, of their lives and their land. But it breaks my heart to know that yours has brought you all so much suffering. If any here wish to break from the cycle of tragedy that creating blessed siblings demands, I ask that you join us. Please, I don't want any more children to die. You think we want this? We have no choice. Only blessed siblings can liberate us from our suffering. Without them, we have nothing. That remains to be seen. Speak with the third promise. Share with her your worries and your pain, and together we may find a new way forward. Together? If she is trustworthy, then I will speak with her. It would be best if you withdrew, my son. Many cannot yet speak freely in your presence. Bye, Bakujaja. Let's keep an eye out for Ziril Shah. He wouldn't take kindly to this sort of gathering. Once we understand everyone's concerns, we'll be better equipped to help them. Let's make sure they feel heard. Thoughts, Kona. But even I imagine that my sister would one day befriend Bakujaja. Accurate. Aaronville, thoughts? Oh, sorry. We come to the heart of it. I'm glad Koana agreed to help us. He's always been good at solving complicated problems. Me, not so much. But I'll support Mamuk's people however I can. By combining our respective strengths, we'll help them discover a new source of hope. I know we will. Alright, before we start, let's make sure we're remembering our history correctly. The Mamuja and the Ishbral fought for centuries over the land in the upper forest, but due to infighting, Mamuja forces struggled to make significant gains. In order to promote cooperation, the Hubigo and Boniwa clans intermarried, and that's how blessed siblings were first conceived. With that in mind, let's talk to the people and learn why they rely on blessed siblings. This land was once rich with ore, but the Yokyu did not stop digging until all the veins were spent. The meteorites are only good for so much. Even if we made overtures to traders, we have little to offer. Nothing would make me happier than to make a good life for my family in the place where I was born, but that's impossible. So, with resources as sparse as they are, you don't have good prospects for trade. Those who've only known open skies and bountiful land cannot comprehend our plight. To thrive, we must take what we lack by force, and for that we need the might of the blessed siblings. There have to be other ways to thrive, ways that don't require fighting. As you'll have noticed, this forest is very dark. Hardly any sunlight makes it through the canopy, so it always feels like night. We plow, we fertilize, we irrigate, yet our crops shrivel and die as though cursed. The only one that grows well is Najul, Jatika, Banana, and Turali. Try living on that and little else for a few centuries and see how you like it. Forests where nothing grows. It's not hard to imagine why you'd want to leave. The siblings promised us more than strength. They promised us the sun. This forest is dark and inhospitable. When given the opportunity to live in Toriolo, most of our people didn't think twice. Still, the prospect of being among so many outsiders was intimidating enough to keep many of us here. The siblings were meant to deliver us from this accursed forest, to lead us to the fertile land above, where we might make a place for Mamurja to abide in peace and plenty. So, you desire fertile land, one that's all your own. Oh my god, it's like Gollum all over again. Well, I'm starting to think I understand. Everyone had their own perspective, but all their concerns were about the forest itself. Dark, infertile, cursed. Hearing that is little wonder that the people here wished they had better land, and who better to get it for them than blessed siblings? It's hard to convince people to just stay in a place they can't provide what they need. You'd think that the meteorites at least would have value, but apparently not. Hold on, didn't Erenville mention something about the meteorites? That the ether they emit makes the plots glow blue? A rather significant physiological effect, I would say. If we were to study these meteorites, we might discover other ways they influence local flora. I noticed a curious amalgam of tree and meteorite just south of here. Determining precisely how they interact with one another may yield crucial insights. Everyone, I really appreciate you for sharing your thoughts with us. Thanks to your insights, we may have a promising idea already. We just need a moment to investigate further, so please bear with us. We'll be right back. We're gonna go look at a weird tree meteorite. A little to the south, he says. Jesus Christ. Everyone using the bikes because they move faster. Don't blame them necessarily. Hey. It really is incredible how she could support such an enormous boulder. Meteorites' etheric emissions are palpable even from this distance. Seeing this again makes me feel more confident in sharing a theory of mine. I suspect that only plants with an etheric affinity to these meteorites can thrive in this forest. If so, the gargantuan trees that create the dense canopy would by necessity possess the same affinity, as well as the aforementioned Najul tree. Indeed. I should like to analyze samples of meteorite before drawing any definitive conclusions, however. I carry with me a few devices that will aid in this endeavor. Perhaps you and Kral could lend your expertise as well? I'd like to join you. The etheric signature of those meteorites may be crucial in determining what manner of species might fare well here. I think I see what you're getting at. If we can prove to them the cursed forest isn't quite so cursed, maybe the people won't feel like blessed siblings are their only solution. So, how can I help? Want me to climb to the tree and break off a piece of meteorite for you? There are plenty of fragments on the ground already. It should be enough for our purposes if we gather about 5 pieces each. Even better if those fragments are gathered from disparate locations. I will collect your pieces once you have them. Alright, scatter. Go chunk a meteorite. Where am I chunking meteorites? Down. Boop. One over here. One, two, three. I should really talk to these guys. How you doing? How's it going, Alphana? Too big for our purposes, but a shot of it might do. Erinville, if you would. I should have brought the truth. The more fragments we gather, the better. Let's see what we can do. Look, Limit! Hi, how's it going? So, the reason this tree grew so big is because of the meteorite's energies? That's the thinky think of it. Lana? I have mine already, so let me know when you have yours. Well, got mine. Did you find your fragments? There you go. Much obliged. Alphano, Krall, and I will combine the gathered samples and conduct an analysis forthwith. Determining the wavelength may take a while, however, but I'm hopeful that our efforts will bear fruit. I'll tell my sister to await our arrival at Moxutral Ju, so go and meet her there. We will return with our results as soon as possible. Alright. Let me up. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, don't do this to me. There we go. I was about to say, don't tell me I've come all the way up here and I'm gonna be stopped by the tiniest lip. Woo! There goes my controller. Don't mind me, just passing through. And boop. We've done all we can, and the rest we must leave to Koana and the others. I don't know the first thing about the chalet and devices of his, but if they can be of help to the Mamuk, I'm glad he has them. There's hope for this forest yet. I can feel it. sure the real Shah would have choice words for us if he knew what we were up to. But his people are my people, and I can't ignore their plight. If I'm to call myself Dawn Servant one day, I have to bring an end to the tragedy here. Many are depending on me, Bakujaja not least of all. Anyway, I'm sure Koana and the others will be back with their report soon. Not the people we were expecting back, but alright. That's what we wanted. Good. Everyone is assembled. In light of our news, I thought it only right to call the others. Thanks to the efforts of all, I'm pleased to say that our analysis has yielded many valuable insights. And I dare say, the prognosis is hopeful. Earlier, we asked about the hopes you place in the Blessed Siblings, why they are important to you. Your overwhelming response was a frustration towards this forest. From a lack of natural resources, the inability to cultivate crops, in all respects have you ever struggled to build a prosperous home? Thus your understandable desire for new land. However, this will be an unfortunate dismissal of what makes your forest uniquely valuable. That is, the soil. Others have proven without doubt that the Jatika heartland is abundantly fertile. This may be surprising to hear, as you've seen crops fail time and time again. But we have discovered the root of this problem as well. The meteorites scattered throughout your forest emit an unusual energy that greatly influences the development of surrounding plant life. Surrounding. Some plants thrive on this energy, like the Najul and the giant trees that create the canopy, but others, as you all know, are sickened by it. Fortunately, the solution is simple. Across the salt, in a place called Chilean, there is a peerless collection of flora sampled from every corner of the world. Now that we know what energies are most prevalent in your forest, we can offer you seeds and starches guaranteed to thrive here. I took the liberty of contacting a few colleagues via Linkbro. Should you desire them, a sample of our best candidates can be shipped here in short order. Just as Oazia acquired the potato and tomato from Toral, so might Mamuk benefit from foreign crops. You mean, would we have to grow more than Najul here? Precisely. More care must be taken to choose those specimens that will not have an adverse effect on the ecosystem. Your agricultural options should increase markedly. With the right crops, Mauritius will have all it needs to prosper, both at home and in trade. But the siblings don't have to be the answer anymore. Then there was never any need to fight, never any need to sacrifice. We can't change the past, but we can make the future better. Let the old teachings end with us. I know Blessed Siblings represent absolute strength to you. Letting go of that idea can't be easy. But I'll prove that when we work together, our combined strength can achieve anything. Show us promise. If there is another way for our children and our home, we'll no longer suffer in silence. Sometimes we have to fight alone, but not this time. Would you say a few words? Why me? I've just been observing this whole time. Friends, a perplexing notion from an outsider, but not unwelcome. We've said what we wanted to say. Now all that's left is to defeat my father's shade in defeat of the Brotherhood, and clear the way for Mamuk's bright future. Do not give us cause to question our faith in you, please. Live up to your words. I will. After we complete this feat, let's be sure to tell Ziril Shah the good news about his forest. I'm sure he's eager as anyone to eat what tasty foods they'll grow here. Compassion, even for the likes of him, who continue to eclipse me in every way. Then it is a simple choice. We're counting on you, Woklamat. I get the vibe that Koana's gonna renounce his claim on the raid. Which would then mean it's just down to us and Zeril, who I think is just gonna turn up and fight us. Woklamat's gonna head to announce her readiness. I never imagined the sapphires we so feverishly collected for the Exodus would find a new purpose here. But if they help these people improve, their prospects all the better. Anyway, we should go and meet our comrades, where Zorul Shah made his own attempt. Zoral, even. The final feat awaits. I'm fully expecting Koana to renounce his claim and then for Zoral to just sort of turn up when we get to the Golden City. Undoubtedly with his support right behind him. I should really go this way. I should not go this way. This does not help me in any way. Oh no, it's over there. There we go. Figure it out. Okay. Oh, we gotta fight? Fight, fight, fight. Someone has gone to fetch Cyril Shah. He should be here soon. Oh, the ominous space music is back.
Zirelja, I'm ready for the final feat.
Grown weary of postponing the inevitable, have you?
Something like that. You see, I've learned all sorts of things about Mamuk and your people.
Is that supposed to impress me?
I now understand why I need to surpass blessed siblings. The cost of producing superior offspring is destroying your people's souls. Look at them, and you'll see this.
He's not gonna care.
So I'll defeat my father's shade, and prove to you that there's a better path for Mamuk.
What drivel! Without the blessed, we are nothing but weaklings! Doomed to fade into obscurity.
Of course you're weak. We all are, each and every one of us. But when we join hands, we gain the strength to overcome any foe, even Valley Armanda.
Enough talk. Prove your mettle against Gulul Jaja, the finest warrior ever to have graced Tural.
Fine by me. Not even Papa's shade will stop me from upholding his legacy.
I will fight alongside her.
Oh.
Claimants are not permitted to assist one another. Second promise. But you may observe your sister's pitiable attempt.
He's not going to be a claimant.
I see. In that case... It seems I'm no longer a claimant. I am now free to participate, I trust.
That was needlessly dramatic.
What are you scheming?
Strength in numbers.
Nothing. I've simply come to realize who is worthy of following in Father's footsteps. Not our brother. Not Bakul Jaja. And not me.
Oh no.
You have always held the happiness of our people closest to your heart, Lamachi. So I will do everything in my power to ensure you ascend to the throne. This is how I shall repay Father for his kindness. This is how I shall serve Tuli Yolal.
I could always count on you, Kona. Thank you.
It will make no difference. Numbers matter not in the face of true might. Gulul Jaja, mightiest of the blessed, arise!
Everyone ready?
I guess. Let's go. Minus center and bow. Okay, bye. He's gonna bust out a weapon right at the end and go, surprise, I could have fought
No
all
hard
along.
feelings, Papa. I've got a lot of hopes riding on my shoulders. And the only way forward is through you.
Yo, let's go! Round 2! Alright.
Bear witness to our resolve.
And the reason which guides our journey.
So long as we stand together, we're unstoppable.
Since no one is a thing, I'm gonna assume I can just fight on my own. I'm not worried about it. Oh good! I love... Whoops.
These blade sundered Baligarmanda scales.
I'm still not doing that. Blades of fire rain. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Yep. This way. And this way. Ah. Oh my god, can you actually... I want to target him! Never saw him. Have target to everyone else.
Take that!
What a chore. Ever hungry for battle.
Go forth. Oh, barbaric bastard!
How is this?
How is what? Oh. The ritual of flame, no! Not a ritual of flame!
Some manner of paralyzing effect. Defend the afflicted!
We must free them! Target the constricting flames!
Yeah, I'm trying.
Run my flames.
Problem is... I was about to say, someone's gotta have a limit break up. The fuck?
Not enough. But together, we shall triumph.
I'm sorry. That's not a normal machinist limit break. Oh. There you go. Everyone's free. I was about to say, thank Crid. Thank Crid. Ruin Jimmy died. Excuse you, can you stop? I'm good. Beams again.
You're not alone.
I'll cry. Once again, we're having trouble targeting. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's whale. Ranger, run!
Get through this.
I have your back.
Do you?
I shall
Cool.
assist thee.
Double bubble.
I know not who you are. Are you blood to us?
Surely this will quench your thirst for battle.
Probably not. Ow! Excuse you. Who's gonna do the big limit break?
My gruesome wrath be sundered.
Oh. You got a big sword.
Everyone, get behind me! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Will you have the strength to stand up to this?
Come on, Woklamat.
I will be the next Dawn servant. I will protect my people. Is that the best you can do?
Impressive! But I'm not finished yet.
We will see Lamachi become Dawn servant. For Tuliyola!
Tuliolo. Sure. Don't remember. Go. He's nearly down. We nearly got him. What are the bets that this guy doesn't turn over Keystone? Like a sore loser, like, no, I've decided not to give you a Keystone. Hey. Welcome back, Aaronville.
That's my old man for you.
Oof. No, Pot defeated.
I refuse.
Yeah.
To accept this.
Saw that coming.
Ain't that a bit stubborn? Even for you.
Excuse me? Is that Kettenram? Oh. That's a very handsome
Erugative.
face.
It couldn't be.
It's a handsome Squidward.
Tanqua! It's been too long.
Tanqua?
It has indeed. You're looking more imposing since last I saw you, Wuklamat.
That's clearly a Leminson accent.
Tanqua?
My Turali moniker. Galul Jaja insisted I take one, saying my birth name was too cumbersome for the local tongues.
That birth name being Kettenram, I presume.
We found him.
No! Kettenram's that legendary Eorzean sailor. The one with the pickled cabbage.
That's what you remember him for?
We can talk about me cabbage later. Zarelja, whether you like it or no, these young'uns accomplished the feat. To deny Wuklamat her reward would be to betray the Dawn Servant's trust.
And what should she be rewarded for? Calling upon her minions to carry her to victory! I don't have dignity.
Ooh.
Not anymore. I wagered everything on this feat.
That sounds like a you problem, not Wuklamat's.
And by the same token, I understand the enormity of your accomplishment.
Together, we can achieve anything. You needn't place your faith in the promise of blessed siblings.
How would you have us reclaim our glory.
Let me tell you all about it.
With friendship and community. With us.
If you need to rule, you should be more sparing with your offers of clemency. Especially to a man who has sacrificed countless young lives.
Yeah, we know.
Nevertheless, I will fulfill my charge as Elector. In recognition of your feat, I bestow upon you a keystone.
Blueberry.
Congratulations are nearly in order, I suppose. I'm confident that you will find the Golden City in no time.
You not gonna help us?
You've grown much, and more during this journey. Become someone ready to lead our nation. Little Lamachi no longer. As your brother, I couldn't be more proud.
Aww. Oh no.
Kona. Thank you.
Big same.
I must express my gratitude for your cooperation. And my regret for failing to live up to expectations.
You probably lived up to the expectations. They're probably waiting for you to realize that you were gonna do this.
Nonsense. If you believe Uklamat is the woman for the job, then you have our wholehearted support.
One last thing. I wish to speak to you both from the heart. Unpracticed as I am, this may sound hackneyed, but
you can do it.
I am truly grateful to have met you.
That wasn't bad.
Words spoken with such feeling would resonate with any fortunate enough to hear them.
See, Team Dad approves.
Though our journey together hath ended, ever shall we cherish the memories.
That's your weird dad, though. Send him a card every now and then. You don't have to speak with him every day on the phone.
Aye. And should you require further esoteric musings or biting witticisms, don't hesitate to call. I dare say we'll come flocking.
See, like I said, you've gained another 2 dads. This is Team Dad. Team co-parent.
But I get ahead of myself. As I recall, our contract remains in effect until we've escorted the second promise back to the capital.
I leave my sister in your capable hands. See that she returns home safely.
I feel like we could use your help, but... okay.
You've still malms to go yet, Wuklamat. The rite ain't over till you find the City of Gold.
I know. But if I can come this far, I can go all the way.
And Zorella Shah is absolutely gonna be the right at the end. Even not him, his lackey Cyril Shah. Let's go and tell the people of our victory. Third promise. You brought everyone? We were just coming to you. We did it, Milaja. We proved to the Otrok that not even my father's full power could overcome the strength of our fellowship. I knew you would. I was right to trust you. You fulfilled your promise. Now it's our turn. You've shown us another way. We can build the lives we've always wanted here in our homeland without sacrifice. Since our new corps will come from across the salt, I suppose we will have to treat with outsiders, but as equals, of course. Inside or outside, we're all just people, no matter what we look like or where we're born. When you're not used to all the color and variety, differences can feel like obstacles. But by learning more about what makes us different, we can also find common ground in places we never expected. Something new may become something you love. As someone you once hated might one day become your friend. You'll never know unless you keep an open mind. And while it may feel scary, taking that first step towards understanding is always worth it. She's become so wise. Of course, learning about outsiders may well help Mamuk grow. What happens when they learn about us? About what we've done? They will not. For generations our covenant has been kept secret, and so it shall remain. The atrocities committed here were facilitated by the Otroks. We and no one else are responsible. For my deeds, I am prepared to forfeit my life, but I will not suffer others to be damned alongside me. No one's being damned, and your life isn't forfeit. The last thing this city needs is more death. Bakojaja hasn't fought this hard for this long only to lose his father. If you truly feel responsible, be the first person to extend understanding to others on behalf of Mamuk. Your community is waiting for you, here and in Tuliyolal. I want to say Tuli. We can still make things right, my love. Choose a different side of history. Also, unbanish your son. He would like to come home. Thank you, Third Promise. Thank you for everything. Right, Kettenram, we need answers. We need a direction. You still owe me an explanation about that cabbage, you know. Not the cabbage. Kettenram. Lost one of the area? Let's go. This ain't no place for a proper chat. McCam is just north of the city. Bullseye's abode, as people here call it on account of me dazzling twinklers. What do you mean dazzling twinklers? Oh. I see. Maybe. Let's go. You. Right, Kettenram. Why did you choose to settle down in Mamuk? They haven't exactly been welcoming to outsiders, legendary explorer or otherwise. All the more reason to keep an eye on them. Though, seeing how you've won them over, methinks I'll have less of a need for vigilance. I'm here at Gulul Jajar's behest to ensure his hard-won peace is kept, and incidentally to remind Ziriel Jar of his duty as elector should he have forgotten it. My old man ordered you to stay here. That's no way to treat an honored guest. Say I'm more than your father's guest by now. Or didn't you see the sepulchre atop Orko's Ormor? That's right, Kethenram was one of the names. Your father and I fought shoulder to shoulder in many a battle. Alexander being one of our triumphs. He and I are brothers. So, when your brother tells you to stand watch, you stand watch. You trust in his judgment and his strength of will, even if that means you have to sit it out on the occasional scrap. Surely you understand such a bond, surrounded as you are by all these bright and eager faces. I do. My comrades are my strength, and it's thanks to them that I understand Papa's hopes for this nation, what I must continue to protect. And prove your readiness for the throne, Wuklamat. Find the Golden City. Oh, I will. With these ones beside me, even uncovering a legend should be child's play. Especially since I believe I already have. All by yourself? How? When? Arabelle in the background. Well, as you know, electors are forbidden from giving unfair advantage to claimants. So when Hanmu Rook refused to divulge why my grandfather passed through Ikbrax 20 years ago, his silence spoke volumes. You think Galuf's visit had something to do with the Golden City? Precisely. Moreover, only the Yokyu who lived in Yaktel ever dreamt those golden dreams. When exposed to certain triggers, those with magical aptitude have been known to receive visions. And if Gofler's abilities are at all representative, the Yokyu are no stranger to the arcane. Which means the dreamers of Eld likely owe their experiences to their inherent qualities and their proximity to the city itself, here in these forests. And then, all we need to do is search Yaktel from top to bottom, right? It would behoove us to try and narrow our focus. To that end, I propose we return to Mamuk and make inquiries. While there, we can take the opportunity to see to any necessary travel preparations. When everyone is ready, let us assemble at the Aetheryte. You're... I can't even remember how they pronounce it. Like Kakua? Kakua's boy, ain't you? She told me about you. Said she tasked you to find the Golden City. I might even succeed despite my best efforts. I'd begun to think it was a fool's errand. My own fruitless search in my youth proved as much. Yeah, here you are, old and wiser, playing the fool again. Courtesy of the company I've been keeping, perhaps. Wuklamat's not the only one to have grown thanks to her comrades. We'll find it. Together. I ever that young? Hello, I've stopped to mug you. What is this Fiera sass of? Just like hand on hip. Both. Hello, Ranville. You waited for me? This is Sketon Ram. Knows my mentor, so we chatted for a bit longer. Alphonse said to meet by the Aetheryte, so I'll see you there. There's a Aetheryte in there somewhere. I'm too lazy to walk to, even though it is just over there. And the merchants were more than happy to mend my gear and sell me supplies. One would hardly believe that they were ever averse to aiding visitors. You won't believe how many nudgel they gave me. Now all we need is a hint to point us in the right direction. City of Gold, here we come. I think I can offer that much. I have an inkling of where the Golden City might be. Miloja and Cyrilja, you've come to help us? As an elector, I am forbidden from speaking of the Golden City, but my wife is beholden to no such constraints. Then anything you can tell us would be greatly appreciated. Our people have lived here for centuries. There is no corner of this forest we do not intimately know, save for one. Do you recall the place I showed you, when my son confessed the truth of blessed siblings? That stone pillar stands at the entrance of the sky-deep cenote, the final resting place for children we lost to our zealotry. Precious few are permitted beyond the cenotaph doors, and we have not explored its deep recesses. If the Golden City is in Yaktal, it may well be hidden there. Will you permit us to search for it? I have no reason to refuse you. No longer will we rely on blessed siblings, nor will we conceal the sacrifices made to conceive them. The cenote is no longer under our protection. It is a dismissal burial ground, and our children deserve better. The bodies will be moved to a place of comfort and peace. I'm sure Bakul Jaja would appreciate that, and we're here to offer any help if you need it. Your father also visited the cenotes, come to think of it. It was many years ago now, but a notable affair due to the foreign he brought with him. A major belief? Your grandfather. Truly? The Dawn servant did not disclose his reasons, but he descended past our cenotaph and into the old Yakyu quarries. Doubtless the very same ones excavated by Volpolor's dreamers. Then the Golden City must be there. In the depths of the sky-deep cenote. Thank you, both of you. We'll set out straight away. You'll find a winged beast or two lingering in Oktrak descent. They will carry you below. I believe in your third promise. You'll make it a magnificent Dawn servant. This is it, everyone. Into the sky-deep cenote. To a pit. Alright, where is the imposing beast? Oh my god, it's all the way up. Oh, it's a long way away, right? We're in for a long walk. Alright, let's go. Like we say sod it and we just go straight through. Disregard anyone who tries to murder us. Like that mourner. And this mourner. And every other mourner. We go straight through. Nom 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 nom. Getting big Raktika vibes, only this place is huge. Like the map, I will give them one thing for this expansion, the maps are huge, but at the same time it's empty. And I kinda hate empty maps. This map, to be fair, this map reminds me of, oh my god, Mare Leventorum. 2 Aetherites that are on, like, awkward sides of the map where there's just this large expanse that you have to walk. Or fly. Because there's not a nearby Aetherite. Oh, someone's riding Argos. Let's go, there's a Morpho. Oh, actually still a Morpho. We must go and ride the imposing beast. There we go. There it is, the imposing beast. Down we go. See, I hate that. That's actually disgusting. I hate bodies of water where you can't see the bottom. Doesn't feel great. This is the cenotaph, which means that beyond these doors is right of succession. Oh no, disturbing the souls that rest here feels wrong. I know, but I can't turn back. Let's pay our respects at the very least. Let's go. I'm ready to complete my journey. Dungeon? Yeah. Ready, set, dungeon. And of course, this isn't a safe space. Oh, that's inconvenient. Right. Though, can I, for the sake of argument, can I just access it from here? Yeah, I can. Oh, whose things do what? We can change. Oh, we can have Elf no one, but he's stuck as a healer. Okay, well, that's what I'm gonna call it. I guess I'll go back to Mamuk. Because I want to actually log out in a sanctuary. That very slight EXP buff. It's not really worth it. I just don't want to deal with the window that pops up and going, are you sure you want to log out here? So yeah, that's gonna be all from this evening. We made good progress. We've finished the rites. We're only level 95, so we're only halfway there. The fact that we're 95 and we've already done the rites means that, well, we still got a bunch of stuff to go down. Just going off of stuff from like the trailer and the promotional material, we're still missing a mysterious maiden who I'm pretty sure might be an Alcyon. We've got the Golden City, which is something there's... Well, we'll find out about that. We'll see exactly what it is. There's apparently a sci-fi-ish city. So we still haven't found that yet. Presumably we're gonna go on to that. We're still missing Y'shtola, because she turns up at some point. Same with Raha. So I'm fully expecting something to happen and for everything to go downhill. I'm also expecting the first promise and his... Not so much the first promise, I feel like he's gonna be manipulated into doing something. But his advisor is absolutely going to do something. They're both up to something, but the advisor is up to more of a something. But yeah, that's gonna be all for today. I hope you have a good morning, night, evening, day. I messed up the order of that. Let's take it from the top. Morning, day, evening, night. There we go. I hope you have a good time. And yeah, that's gonna be all from me for today, guys. See ya. See ya.